Well, hello once again. This is me, Leonard Wells, broadcasting as usual from Haslingden, north of Manchester in the UK, on Sunday the 25th of September 2011. Just a few tips for you about travelling safely, especially overseas. And having been in the travel business and travelled quite extensively, some of my tips I hope you will find very useful. Now, if you're from the UK, before you go abroad, if you go online and look up www.locate.fco.gov.uk, you can enter all your personal information, where you're going to, who you're staying with, who your next of kin are, who your relatives are, even who your solicitors are, who your travel insurance is with. Submit it, and the Foreign Office has got all that information. So if, for example, there's an earthquake or you're taken seriously ill, the Foreign Office, the consul or the ambassador's residence, the embassy or whatever can be of assistance. That's one thing you can do that makes life easier. The other thing which I recommend is that you print out on small cards your full address in the country where you're going to and the phone number. This has two good purposes. One is, if you have to jump into a taxi, if you keep it in your wallet and you have to jump into a taxi and you're going back to your hotel late at night or from the airport or wherever, you can just show the driver the card, and it makes it much easier for him to know where you're going than listening to you talking in English when he's German or Romanian or whatever. So that's a handy little thing to have. The other useful tip about having such a printed card with your address on it is this: if you get off the plane, and as I have done twice on KLM, you stand forlornly in front of the carousel as the luggage goes round, and each time it goes round there is less and less bags on it, and it's becoming fairly obvious as your heart sinks that your bag has not arrived. So if you have this card, you can then go to the luggage lost or luggage delayed office, usually a very little nondescript office, fill out a form. And just show the lady or the gentleman where you're staying. She can then type that into the computer, and with luck, and God willing, your bag will be delivered within a day or two. And that's what happened to me, both on arrival in Bucharest, once on KLM and once on my return back to Manchester. My bags were delayed by several days. Now, this is a little bit of a secret actually, but the airlines know exactly where your bag is. From the moment you check in, they know exactly where the bag is. So when you get on the plane, they are fully aware in their system that your bag is not on the plane. So why don't they tell you while you're on the plane? Well, they wouldn't like, for example, to have 50 irate passengers jumping up and down shouting, "But my baggage has been delayed, you blank blank." You know, you might find people after this, especially when they've had a few drinks, they might get rather irate. But for me, I would much rather be sitting in my seat on the plane and the hostess come and sort of quietly slip a little envelope into my hand which says, "Dear Mr. Wells, we're very sorry to have to advise you that your bag did not manage to get on this plane and it will follow on as soon as possible. Please use this ticket as your complimentary fare in or taxi journey or bus or train or whatever into the city you're travelling to from the airport, and then you don't have to hang around like a chip watching the carousel go round and round like an idiot. You can just walk straight out of the airport, use your address card, get in a taxi or get on the bus and get to wherever you're going. Now, the airlines don't do that. They prefer you long way away from the plane when you find out. And the little nondescript office that you go to report a delayed bag is quite obviously no connection with the airline you've just travelled on. So it stays detached in your mind. But of course they wouldn't like to do it the sensible way, because we would soon get used to it and people wouldn't hop up and down, instead of which they spend 24, 48, 72 anxious hours wondering if their luggage is going to turn up, whether in fact it's lost. So there you have it. I'm going to say God bless, while it's still legal in the UK to say God bless. Take care and bye for now.